So what is 5G used for? It's used for control and surveillance. We see this here. Gartner predicts outdoor surveillance cameras will be the largest market for 5G Internet of Things solutions over next 3 years. Now, don't forget that Gartner is actually the world's leading research and advisory company and a member of the S&P 500. And they do predictions based on what technologies are rising, and especially here they're focusing on 5G. Now there's a lot of people who have concerns about 5G, people saying it causes cancer, people who are ex-Microsoft company leaders who are saying this is what it is and this is what it is and it's not safe for our health.
Hello, my name is Frank Clegg and I've spent over 40 years in the technology sector. My most recent position as a president of Microsoft Canada. In my career, I've seen the tremendous benefit that technology can provide. I've also seen the potential harm if technology is not implemented correctly. And I believe our current implementation of wireless technology is not safe. That's why I co-founded Canadians for Safe Technology and why I joined the business advisory group of the Environmental Health Trust. I am especially concerned about our current implementation of 5G wireless technology.
It might kill you.
Good to know.
So you'll find.
How so?
Well, a few days ago, actually, a group of scientists, doctors, environmental organizers, and concerned citizens got together and they called for the urgent stop to the deployment of 5G. They said that it's been proven harmful to human bodies, that this is an experiment on humanity, and that this should be called a crime under international law.
There's even been a whole coalition of scientists on a website called 5gappeal.eu, where all these scientists from around the world have signed this petition to basically appeal 5G and its technologies and just gain a little bit more control over our own lives. See, not control over our lives, but control of our lives. Because we're losing our lives literally by the second as these things are denaturing us and changing us in ways that we don't even know. There's been a general consensus now in the science community that agrees. So now we see here in this article that 5G cameras, surveillance cameras, will be the #1 thing for 5G. It says it will reach 2.5 million in 2020, 6.2 million in 2021, and 11.2 million units in 2022. And it will be surpassed by connected cars in 2023. But do those cars have cameras too? Of course they do, right? These cars are only growing in technology and growing, and they're using Bluetooth already. They're using all these different connected devices and all these third-party apps now in these controlled cars. And that's exactly what they do, is if they can control the cars and control the cameras, control the internet, they control you. You're plugging into their control system. This is an operating system to which you agree to. It's like installing Windows onto your hard drive. You're installing them, opening up your window to their entrance into your life. So cameras developed by city operators are used to ensure building security and provide intruder detection, offer the largest addressable market as they are located outdoors, often across cities, and require cellular connectivity. So they're saying security and intruder detection, like it's going to be very helpful for you. And that's what all these people who are doing the 5G research are saying, is how helpful it will be for you. But you know what? That sounds a lot like what the presidents say with peace and security.
Curious about peace, an unwavering commitment to its security is fundamental to the security of our nations and to the peace of the world. For our global safety, our security, America's commitment to seek the peace and security.
But it says that it should help with government and physical security. So government control are the ones that are in control of the 5G as it is. And then you have physical security, where it makes sense because the satanic agenda is to push the physical world upon the spiritual world and crush the spirit that is consciousness, that is humanity, that is nature. to replace it with this physical manifestation that bombards our life with technology and these things that don't belong in the natural world, to sort of invert our natural world into one that is called satanic. I call it satanic for a reason, because it is. If they are inverting life, if they are changing life, denaturing it, that is what it becomes. And what are we going to have? More disease, more cancer. And we know this from the studies. There's so many people that cover 5G. It's incredible. Even Washington Times did a report about how China uses their surveillance grid to see every little detail about them.
Cameras are looking at a road junction and they're identifying everything that's passing through. They're looking at cars, reading the number plates, and they're looking at pedestrians, classifying pedestrians according to their age, their gender, what kind of clothes they're wearing, even what kind of hairstyles they have. This software analyzes crowds. It's producing a heat map of where people are massing together, the sort of thing you might use to prevent overcrowding. You can also see that it's also able to track individuals through the crowd. So if you're looking for a suspect, this is the kind of software you might want to use.
Connected cars are now number one, but why? Is because we're using cars everywhere. Cars are everywhere. They're always with us. So guess what? Instead of having the cameras everywhere to see us, now we bring the cameras with us on our phones, in our cars, on our laptops. Everything has cameras now. And so if they have another excuse to say, oh, this is what happened in the mass shooting, but we don't have any camera footage to release to the public, that's not a very good excuse, is it now? Because there's cameras everywhere as it is. And now they're adding more cameras, especially now that 5G is on the rise.